Hi everyone, it's Angela French from Really Good Stuff. Thank you for joining me here. Remember, we're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless we're like on a Christmas Eve or a New Year's Eve. Those weeks our videos will be moved, but just watch our social media and you'll know exactly when we're doing it. I think we're doing it Tuesdays of that week, of those weeks. So make sure you stay tuned, come in and join us. Make sure you like, comment, ask questions, share. All those things are going to get you into our drawing. And tonight we're going to be having 10 winners for prizes. Who doesn't love prizes? I know I do. So tonight I wanted to do something that may be of help to you. I've had some teachers comment on our video like, how am I supposed to teach hands-on science when we're doing, distance learning? So I have 3 different products here, or I'm going to call them projects, that are easy for you to do on film and your students can do it at home. Each of these are made for 24 students. So the first one I'm going to start with is our plant observation journal and our wonder soil. So this is a kit, and I know people probably aren't necessarily growing plants right now, but if you're like me, the second winter hits, I'm counting down till spring. So I know most classes do something with plants, so this one is a definite must. So you get 24 of these little journals, and I want you to notice on the back, it has the phases of plant growth, and then it has a word bank back here. So for when the kids fill it out, they'll have the words right there. So also, this one has a few more than 24. This has 30 little pots, and then these pods that go inside. So that's why it's called wonder soil. You just wet down this little puck you put in here, and then we give marigold seeds. So you see, this would be very easy to send home. You'll just have to, get some little lunch bags or whatever, send everybody home a couple seeds in their pot, and then they'll fill out their observation journal. So this is something that's going to last you weeks of science lesson. So the way we laid this out is we have plant information. Like I said, we give you marigold seeds, but if there's some other plant, you can put it right here, all the information, and then the kids are going to do some research. And some of those questions is, where is this plant usually found? How long does this plant usually take to germinate? Great vocabulary word in there. Are there any special care requirements for this plant? Some plants need direct sunlight. Some plants need to be watered every day. So these are the kinds of things. You can see how you're going to have lots of discussions before they actually start. And again, you can use the marigold seeds, which we know are easy to grow, or you can try something else. So then we have observation week 1, week 2. So what the kids do here is, it says, here's a picture of what my plant looks like this week. And they put the date and they put the days since the last observation, because sometimes you can't always come exactly at 7 days. So then there's room down here for them to write what they've discovered. So we have week 3, week 4, and then in the middle, here's integration of your math. This is a graph, so they can plot, they can make a line graph to plot the height of their plant. So this goes up to 10 weeks. So you can see here's 2.5 months worth of science discussions. So you can see they do the same thing each week. So by the time they've done the 2nd, 3rd week, they've got this down. So this is a ton of fun, a great way for them to be doing science at home. Now, the other thing I like about this is not all the kids' plants are going to grow the same. And we know why. Some of the kids are going to follow the directions. Some of the kids live in maybe a house that doesn't get as much natural sunlight as other houses. Some kids are going to be able to put theirs outside on their porch. So those are the variables that you can talk about why some students have larger plants than others. And you may even have a couple of people who don't take care of it at all. And we know what happens there. So I'm going to push that one off to the side. This is a great one. Now, you've heard me talk about polymers before, like our snow, our orbs, etc. So this one is called Storytime Science, Zach's Alligator. So if you have the book Zach's Alligator, or we sell the book Zach's Alligator with this kit if you want it, or you can just talk about change over time and growth, and you can put it with any other alligator story. So Zach's Alligator is a story about a little kid who finds an alligator, brings it home, and then it starts growing. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Not really. My daughter loved animals, but thank goodness she stuck to like frogs. So the great thing about, this is one of our Steve Spangler Science products. The great thing is they come with these chock full guides. So this one has, here's your vocabulary, and let's get started. Materials, what's included, and then materials, what you'll need. Okay. So the premise behind this one is, this is your alligator, the teacher. So you're gonna grow your alligator at home. So you can see yours starts big. They're gonna get baby alligators. So the great thing about this, you can have them measure the alligator. The first thing I would do, have them name their alligator. Have them write a story about where they found their alligator. All those things. So, so much information in this one. Here's Growing Alligators. Guide. Talks about the book. The other thing is you can have your kids grow them in different substances. So there's 24 here. So let's say 6 kids grow them in tap water. 6 kids grow theirs in salt water. Those aren't the best ones. Don't give those to the kids. That will be very upset if theirs doesn't grow very big. But you can use other liquids. Have them grow it in like soda or tea. I do not recommend milk because it's going to be kept out for a while, because these take a little while to grow, which is a good thing. Again, this is going to be not a one-time done science lesson. The thing I like the most about this is it comes with this reproducible here. So this is easy. Reproduce this. If you can laminate it, that's even better. And send one of these home with a little instruction. This is going to be great. So on this side, they have the scientist's name, if they have a helper. Maybe their parents are helping them, depending on how old they are. And then in water, out of water. So the best thing about these, you grow them fully, and then you leave them out of water, and they will shrink back down to this size. That's why I love polymers. They will shrink back down, and you can regrow it time and again. If you regrow it lots of times, it may end up a little slimy. Just run hot water on it. They're awesome. So that's one side. The other side is a chart. Now this is why I would laminate it, because the students take their alligator the first time, they put it here, and they can trace around it and measure it. And then as he gets bigger, they're going to be able to graph how big he gets. So that's awesome. Let's go back to this guide, chock full. Step-by-step instructions. Oh, here's a picture of a small one and then how big he ends up. So there's one activity. The second activity, I like this one. It's called a weight loss plan. That's for when you take him out of water. Again, it shows you how big he gets. All kinds of different, take it further, how does it work? And then the other thing that's neat about this is it comes with some of our water gel, which is basically the stuff you find in diapers. Kids love when you say that. They're like, ah. So there's some activities you can do for that. Do that on film, and it's awesome. Oh, I wish I had another cup. Here, hang on. I'm gonna do something real quick for you. So you can see how this water gel works. It's awesome. So I'm gonna put a little bit in here. So again, it's a polymer, so it's gonna grow. The thing about this, like I said, like a diaper, it's gonna end up a gel. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I poured the water in. So you can see if you had a foam cup that the kids can see through, then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm so frustrated. And you're gonna put it upside down above your head, and the kids are gonna scream because they think you're gonna dump water on them. It's a ton of fun. So you can see it's jelly-ish, and then you can pop it out. I didn't quite put enough water. Isn't that cool? So that's also included on this kit. So that's, again, something you can do on film. So that's included in this kit. And then you've got all your NGSS connections if you do NGSS. And then there's notes back here. So you can write notes about how it went, who's grew the biggest, who followed the directions, etc. So speaking of polymers, look at this. I got some of this water gel on the table. It's the best thing about the polymers. They clean up easy. So this one is our Insta Snow Classroom Pack. So this one's chock full as well. These are tiny tubes of snow. So for those of you who saw me do snow a couple weeks ago, remember I had that big bin of snow? This what it ended up drying out like. So it's crusty, but then if you crush it up in your hands, it turns back into the powder. Let me keep crushing it up here so you can see. It turns back into the powder so you can grow the snow again. So I'll use some of this water. So let me put this in here and you will see the snow grow again. So much fun. Oh yeah, there it goes. So, yep, totally reusable. Tons of fun. Okay, let's get back to this. Sorry, I'm so excited. Another one of our Steve Spangler Science products. So you get these little test tubes of snow. So there's 24 of these. So you send this home with your student. We've got little Petri dishes. There's 12 of these. And there's 12 of these little mixing cups. There's a bottle in here. And there's baggies. What do I do with all this? I tell you, it's right here in this guide. The best thing about this guide is it's full size, easy for you to photocopy. Again, we've got vocabulary, materials, talks about safety. You always want to be safe when it comes to science. Has step-by-step instructions. So again, you can do this on film. Have the kids do it with you. Tons of fun different activities in here. Let me get over to, here's growing snow like I just did. Oh my gosh, 4 activities, 5 activities. Then it talks about classroom connections, cross-curricular connections. Has a whole bunch of books listed that talk about snow. These are great for kids who do not get to play in the snow or live in snow. Here's assessment information. Here's your STEM connections. And then back here, we give you a lab report. So it asks questions as you go through. So again, you just photocopy these and you've got all these activities. And then look at this. Proud of you, Insta Snow Classroom Activity. So here's a little certificate for them. And again, a place for you to keep notes. This is not cooperating with me today. So tons of fun for those of you that are asking about science. And science is still so important. And it's also important to have these hands-on activities. Just because you're not in the classroom, because I know some of you aren't, some of you still are, and you can definitely still do these. It's important to include it in your daily activities, your weekly activities. Like I said, some of these you can check on once a week. The crocodiles you can do every day. The snow can be over several days. So much fun, so interactive. Let us know if there's any other topics you would like us to talk about. And I hope you enjoyed this Facebook Live. Again, my name is Angela, and I will see you next time. Bye.